They seduced and killed Nazis. These three women are Hannie Schaft and sisters Freddy and Truus Overstegen, and I apologize to any Dutch listeners if I have pronounced their names incorrectly. The occupation of Holland was absolutely horrific. The survival rate for a Jew living in Holland was as low as 27%. With this in mind, it didn't take long for these sisters to be involved in the Dutch resistance movement, and their mother, who was a communist, often took in Jewish refugees. The Dutch resistance movement, also known as the Haarlem Resistance Group, recruited both of these sisters, with permission from their mother, to join the resistance. Now, their activities did not start out as violent, and they're often used to escort Jewish refugees to safe houses or else delivering anti-Nazi pamphlets. Still, during their training, they were taught how to shoot and how to effectively handle their weapons. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for things to become violent, and Truus recalls an incident where she was with a family and a Nazi took a baby out of the father's hand, smashed the baby against the wall, killing it. Now, the father and the sister were obviously distraught, and Truus, even though the Nazi was not an assigned target, turned her weapon on him and killed him. Now, in the resistance, they were specifically advised to only carry out attacks against targets, but in this instance, Truus mentioned that they were dealing with a cancerous tumor in their society. As they increased in their resistance participation, the girls began taking more violent steps. They began doing their hair, putting on makeup, and wearing bright red lipstick so that they could seduce the Nazis. They would often lure the Nazi into a safe place, such as the woods, where a male compatriot of theirs would take the Nazi out, or in other cases they would do the assassination themselves. The girls began to perform what they called liquidations, and they'd often take out Dutch collaborators who would give away information on Jewish refugees. Even though they were killing terrible people, it still really wrenched at their soul. It really shows the humanity that these girls carried, because years later, many years later after the war, they suffered from terrible PTSD. They describe one occasion where they attacked a target and they shot him, and their first instinct was to help them. It really shows their humanity. Now, Hannie Schaft had carried out so many of these assassinations that she was known to the Nazis as the girl with the red hair, and even Adolf Hitler himself made it a prominent objective for her to be captured. Her parents were taken to a concentration camp, and Hannie dyed her hair black as well as put on glasses. Later, on April 17, 1945, she was captured by the Nazis and soon after executed. She was executed 18 days before the liberation of Holland, and the rumor is that when her executioner shot at her, he missed, and she said to them, "Idiots, I am a better shot."